What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here. I'm back with another video to get those 10s and 20 views. Whether it's on the YouTube, which is just exiting the screen, or on the Rumble. I'm good with either. For now, I'm good with either. I haven't pissed off the YouTube overlords yet. Never know. They could just be all like, too much patriotism. Goodbye. That's why we do have the Rumble, which, as you see, is the same name. Don't forget to do the things on either channel. You know, like it if you actually like the video. Subscribe. That's the word. Now look for see, that one. If you tend to actually like me and more of my videos, subscribe so you don't miss a video every Tuesday and Saturday. For now, it might pop up randomly, which is why you should also follow me on the Twitter.
And Twitter is a cult.
That one. I like how they're all popping up. I have 2 videos for today. Why 2? Because the first one is really short. First one is Shit Dads Don't Say by the guys who are Black Rifle. I do like the guys who are Black Rifle. Never try their coffee. And if you're one of those people who's like, oh, they said all these negative things. They're a military group of idiots who somehow started a coffee company that's slightly successful. You should try their coffee because of their pro-military stuff. Keep drinking it if you actually like it. That's just my 2 cents. I'm not a coffee drinker. I like the content they put out. And the second video is from the boys over at What Culture. More or less, I think Simon Miller's in it. 10 times wrestlers no soul to finish. But let's stop with that. Throw on the great headphones. I have met Simon Miller at the Bullet Club Block Party. Great guy. Thought he'd be taller for some reason. Again, I am 6'4", so. But let's first hear this. I have not seen either of these, which is great. Do the things.
Bolin, do the thing.
What thing?
The thing! I never had to tell Julie what thing.
I'm not Julie, okay? Pretend I don't know anything about anything that's happening here.
And remember, drive fast and have unprotected sex.
Oh, I know a few dads that would say that. Well, to their sons.
Just remember, monsters are real, and they'll fuck you up.
Three-minute video, and I get a goddamn ad that I can't skip. Oh, I'm going to skip it.
Hey, what are you thinking? Look how long that skirt is. Go back upstairs and put on something shorter.
Yeah.
Come get the gas if you're gonna play with those matches.
Just remember, I'll always be proud of you.
Listen,
No comment.
slugger.
Hold on, I'm going to turn off. And you know what? I will turn on closed captioning.
We need to have a conversation about your grades. Cigarette?
It's no big deal you had our baby 11 months into my deployment. It happens.
Of course you can tell Mom I started dipping again.
Hey, honey, I know the prom.
I love Caleb's voice. I don't know why, but I just love the man's voice. It's like he could say some like really disturbing things, and you're like, so sweet.
Again.
Hey, honey, I know the prom is tonight, so I was just wondering if maybe you want me to swing by CVS and get you a few Plan Bs?
Fuck what, New Balance shoes?
Hey, Roger, have you seen my daughter's OF account?
I have. Chip off the old block.
Kids, just a little louder. Just run back and forth.
Whew. It looks like a tornado went off in here. Don't worry, Daddy's gonna clean it up for you.
Both of you can absolutely fit in the dryer.
Bastards are sh**.
My dad might have said that.
Should've worn a condom.
Get the ladder out and get on top of the shed.
If you ask me to go fishing one more time, I'm going to strike you.
I wonder whose fishing gear that really was.
Your sister's daddy's favorite.
Hey, if you could go make another finger painting on that white wall with your shit, that would be great.
I don't know if that snake's poisonous, but you should definitely pick it up.
Only one way to find out.
All dads wrestle with the babysitter.
All right, kids, this is a thermostat, and this is a free country, meaning you can do whatever you want with this.
Dear God. Yeah, good luck with that.
Stress is bad for the baby. Relax, sugar.
If he looks like that, he probably would say that.
That's my girl.
Son, you're 8 years old. You can choose your own gender.
I'm gonna avoid that one
Oh
for now.
my God, socks and underwear? How did you guys know?
Babe, before you settle down, there's 3 guys I want you to date. Rock star, tattoo artist, most importantly, a Green Beret.
From which I know of at least 2 of the 3, they would bang anything. It's the tattoo artist I'm like questioning.
Hey, listen up. You're gonna live in my house, under my roof. You're gonna make up your own rules and do whatever you want. You got me?
Yeah, he might say that and then beat the crap out of you and be like, yeah, your rules suck.
Go get you and your sister 4 more sodas.
I think 4 is a great age to start chewing Copenhagen.
I don't know what kind of grass this is. I've never even bought seed. Don't even own a mower.
You're 16 now and you know everything. I need to remember that you have a lifetime of experience.
Put those scissors down and use this.
And remember, sweetie, always talk to strangers.
Hi, I'm on the internet. Don't talk to me unless you're over, like, 21.
Oh, your prom date's coming over? I'll put this away. I don't want to scare him.
Damn, I love my wife.
You are the reason we're getting a divorce.
Okay, kids.
That was just mean. This one is
Damn, I love my wife.
question about JT there. Just
You are the reason we're getting a divorce.
Okay, kids, gather around. It's time to have the conversation about the birds and the bees. Pull out your iPads and let's type in porn. Have unprotected sex.
The keys are in that tractor.
I know a few dads that might say that though.
What are you, 30?
Get my shotgun.
It makes me want to shrink the kids and put them in there.
There's still more. The hell's left on this video? Oh, just I may or may not do more of the shit insert group. Don't say, oh, do video 2. Mr. Simon Miller. Here's proof. I bet Simon Miller. Nice guy. Oh,
My money should work as hard as I do. That's why I use my...
Oh, I bet he wished he had my hair. Wish I was in shape. See, I wish I had his muscles. He wishes he had my hair. Thing is, I can get his muscles. I just have to work out. He can't get the hair. As we watch a car commercial go by, because, you know, other people need to make money.
This is a safe space, so are you ready for this?
It's the internet, Simon. No, nowhere it's a safe space.
Sometimes I like it when a move gets no-sold. I know, burn me in the river, but I can't help it. I mean, go and watch Sting when he gets hit by a steel chair.
Yeah, no selling a move at times could be effective, like Sting getting hitting. But the finisher. You should be able to kick out signature moves. You should never be able to kick out of a finisher.
And it's like he was hugged instead.
Unless it's like a major pay-per-view. But it's showing me like rare. Look at the ref. Even the ref's like, oh crap.
Gets me every time and I feel great. This is what I need. This isn't always the way, however, and sometimes this goes way too far and becomes almost farcical, especially if it relates to what should be the biggest maneuver in the match. So I am Simon for What Culture. Please do hit that subscribe button. This is 10 wrestlers who completely no-sold.
Yeah, do the things on their channel. I like these guys for the most part.
Finishes. Number 10, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan had one idea, and he took that idea and made himself and the WWF millions of dollars. This is why it's hard to criticize it, because it worked. Watching it now, it's borderline madness. In short, the Hulkster would be beaten up for ages before he hulked up and kicked his opponent's ass. Fans went wild, 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Somehow, this was a success for a good 6 years too, even when the bad guy was in charge. So even though we'd seen it over and over, generic heel 9 would hit their finish, the audience would be terrified, and that was it, when Hogan just shook his head a lot and screamed and pretended that it didn't happen. Even when he took on the Undertaker in 1991, the tombstone had to be delivered on a steel chair, with assistance from Ric Flair, just so there could be an explanation as to why this one was a step too far for Hulk. If you really want to enjoy this one, go and research how many matches Hogan lost from start to finish of his career, and how many finishes did nothing to him at all.
Yeah, he had the issue of, I'm the main money guy. I do what I want or I leave.
It is a hoot. Number 9, Hawk. I still don't really know what happened here. Now, to be fair, Hawk, one half of the Road Warriors, did have a long-running deal where he had this impenetrable neck. Even so, seeing him get dropped on his head and then just get up like he'd accidentally fallen asleep instead was crazy. It looked like he forgot he was wrestling.
Especially against Haku. I will do a video reacting to just the stories of this man. Also met him. Proof. Yeah,
it's only fair to say him and Animal barely sold anything because that was part of their shtick, but surely that has to change if the folk they're facing are bigger than them. Nope. Take Kane in 1997. This is when the Big Red Machine was just a monster and destroying everyone, and yet when he gave Hawk a horrible-looking pile driver, the Legion of Doom member simply stood up before Kane. You can watch it over and over and over again, and it doesn't make any sense. Really, this should have been tied into the story more, because who the flub knows what new viewers thought? Must have been baffled. Number 8, The Ultimate Warrior. During the WrestleMania 2000
yeah, he was kind of like Hulk Hogan. I'm the top guy. I do what I want.
pre-show, Triple H came out and said he didn't enjoy working with The Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 12. I get it. Aside from the fact the match was...
That's when he was the blue-collar chipped Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a.k.a. Triple H. Pretty much he was a stuck-up rich guy from Connecticut.
Changed from the shortest one to quite literally, I'm going to beat you in seconds. The way the Warrior took the pedigree, man. My goodness. For you see, the game was able to hit the former Jim Hellwig with this move, and even though he was still wearing his entrance jacket, he hit the floor, pinged up, and looked really put out by it. It was like he'd been asking Hunter to do the dishes for a week and they still weren't done. It made the move look pointless, which was not what Triple H needed at the time, as he was still new in 1996, and this one was all down to the Ultimate One star power. Number 7, Taz.
Talk about a guy who just got blackballed by the locker room.
You ready to blur the lines? Good. Go watch SummerSlam 2000. Eventually you'll get to Taz versus Jerry Lawler, and after the King hits his famous pile driver finish, the former ECW man shakes it off, gets back up, and is waiting for Jerry within seconds. It is badass. And I get this makes me a hypocrite given other people we've mentioned in this list, but life is weird like that, and Taz had made this his thing.
Yeah, also on that one, Taz was in his prime and Jerry was well past it, so it's kind of like, all right, cool.
At ECW, he had tried to balance off his lack of height by coming across like an absolute beast, and it worked. People started to think he was shooting on his opponents for real because he was so damn intense. There's a reason he became the guy in that company. He had an aura. How it was greenlit in WWE, I'll never know, because my word. Despite having an awesome debut at the Royal Rumble, somebody in power soon decided Taz was not worth pushing. He was. So the former Extreme Wrestling champion was put in a feud with an announcer.
Yeah, because someone thought his move, his suplex, looked too dangerous. Even though Kurt Angle was one going like, I feel fine. He was the safest guy I worked with, and he broke his freaking neck plenty of times.
I don't mean that disparagingly either, because Lawler is a genuine wrestling legend, but at the turn of the century in the World Wrestling Federation, that's how he was seen. He was JR's commentary buddy. If we had just allowed Taz to have been Taz, I think this story would have been very different, but still.
Look at Hook right now. Hook has that more swagger to him than Taz looks like, I'm just going to kill you. Hook looks like, I know him better than you.
Dude had a great career and is still going. That is pretty good. Number 6, Austin Aries.
I've heard plenty of stories about how he's just a dick.
The Impact's Bound for Glory 2018 pay-per-view, though, Austin Aries decided, even though he had just been hit by Johnny Impact Starship Pain and lost his title, he was gonna get up and walk to the back. Sure, why not? This came after a lot of social media beef beforehand, which made all of this feel even weirder. And what I believe happened is that these two were going for some sort of work shoot, whereas the company had no idea. There is no two ways about it, however. Even though Johnny's big flip kept Austin down for the 3 count, it clearly had no after effects as he was on his feet in seconds and looking like he wasn't fussed. We talked about this recently on another video, but this is when work shoots go bad. It didn't help anything other than get people to go, ha! And ha only gets you so far. Number 5, Sting. So you knew this was coming, and I would turn the sound down for a few minutes if you don't want to hear me playing fast and loose with the rules. I think the reason this works so well, even in 2022 when Sting is 63, is down to how everybody else reacts. If you twonk the icon and it doesn't work, you have a moment of realization that this was not a good idea, and then you get smacked in
Yeah, you have that, oh shit.
the face. It also helps that Sting starts banging his chest like a wild man because it seems like he's used this wallop to put more power in his veins. The crowd always loses it, so why on earth wouldn't you do it, as entertaining the fans is the point? And the only thing that tops this is when there's a man wearing a Sting mask, but no wait, it's actually Sting. Do that every week. Number 4, The Fiend, which ties very nicely.
Yeah, that powerbomb should not have been an auto pop. Chair shot, yeah. Powerbomb through a tip, double powerbomb through a tip, nah.
Into Bray Wyatt because it's one of those intangibles you can't really explain. When we were introduced to The Fiend, it made sense he would be some sort of brick wall. Why would a potential serial killer voodoo man be knocked out by some kind of move? He wouldn't. That was the whole point. The problem, though, was this was never balanced correctly. Look at Hell in the Cell 2019. We were so backed into a corner, Mr. Fiend was essentially killed in the giant cage, but it was all over the place. Then the referee stopped the thing, which isn't the idea at all, simply because we had our non-human persona that needed to be protected, but also somehow not protected. Another issue was that it really didn't help Seth Rollins, who suffered badly after this, and the fans thought it was gubbins. So you can't get away from that. If people think something sucks en masse, it sucks. Simple as.
Yeah, that match would have been a lot better if it was like some drawn out war where he ended up like tying him down so he couldn't get up, but
you remember when Wyatt just got up after taking Rollins in Stomp, which was a cool visual, but as nobody...
Like I said, finishers should not be getting up from. Signature move, yes.
From this, it has to go into the nope category. Number 3, Hercules. Take Hercules in 1992. He had decided...
How old were you in 1992? I was 4.
He was done with the WWF, and as Vince McMahon was trying to get Sid Justice over, he booked a match and told Sid to squash this man. It was a big deal, as Hercules wasn't usually beaten this easily, but this was done in 90 seconds. Clearly Herc wasn't pleased, because after Justice hit his fabled powerbomb finish, he dusted himself off, surveyed the fans, and then casually strolled away. Yep. He looked inconvenienced that someone had just thrown him onto his back. It is so weird because Sid decides to celebrate on the outside, so Hercules is in the ring just standing there as if nothing had happened. I mean, really, what was anyone going to do? He was done, finished, gone. I mean, it looks terrible, but still.
Probably a smart move by Sid because now you can pan the camera so you don't see the guy just stand there like a dick.
Number 2, Hawk round 2. Yeah, he's back. This guy. The reason he gets entry number 2 is because this one is hilarious. You have to go back to Raw in 2003 to see this, but you should, as Hawk not only gets hit with a Kane chokeslam, but also a Rob Van Dam 5-star frog splash. Rightfully so.
Who had a better frog splash, RVD or Eddie Guerrero?
This keeps him down for the 1, 2, 3, but when the camera cuts away and then cuts back again, yep, Hawk has stood up. Amazing. It was probably worse here because for better or worse, LOD were being portrayed as the elderly statesman meant to get other people over, and Kane's face is such a treat. Even in his mask, he looks totally bewildered as to why Hawk has done this. I think deep down he knew why. Whether or not there was any punishment for this, we don't know, but again, Hawk was 46 years old by this point. I don't think he cared. Number 1, Hulk Hogan round 2. I mean, who else was going to be here? This one is different though. For you see, it's one thing to no-sell somebody's finish because that doesn't work for you, brother. But what does it mean when you get hit with this move and it revives you? And yes, your ears heard that right. Happening at WCW's Clash of the Champions 30, the Hogan
It's WCW. It makes a lot more sense when it's over there.
Macho Man team were in trouble. The Dungeon of Doom were kicking their ass, and the Hulkster looked like he was done. So this is the end. For no reason whatsoever, however, Randy Savage saw Hogan's prone body and decided the only way he could save his friend was by hitting his top rope elbow on him. And lo and behold, it worked. As soon as he drove his arm into Hulk's chest, the red and yellow monster popped up and started running wild. Years later, and it's still just as bewildering as it was. It's also excellent because this is the kind of wrestling I like, but yeah, you can't defend this on so many levels. And really, I want to know who came up with this. My guess would be their name rhymes with Bulk Rogan. Know of any other wrestlers who completely no-sold finishes? Make sure you let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Then head over to whatculture.com, where I've told you before and I'll tell you again, you can read articles like this with your eyes. Please do follow us on social media.
I'm going to cut them off at that point. Simon Miller's going on a little tandem right now. But that is all I have for you. Are you a wrestling fan? I am. I was doing at one point live watch on AEW, but my Twitch channel time is not like the match be over. I'm like, oh, the finish. I'm like, God damn it, 2 minutes behind. But that's all I got for you. Do you want to see me react to more What Culture stuff, like more lists like Rat or Black Rifle skits? Let me know. Until then, I'll see you weird people later.